Right, so we're just going to take a little drive out in Gary's Mondeo. Let's have a little look around. Here's mine. He's giving a bit of a clean at the moment. There they are, two lovely beauty ST220's sitting next to each other. Come around here. Happy days. Oh. Alright, let's get in. Oh, that aircon's lovely and cold, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Absolutely lovely. Right, my way. Smooth as anything, isn't it? Yeah, so again, this is the 220 brake horsepower in standard trim, I think, ST220 V6 Ford engine, apparently designed by Porsche, Gary.
So you told me.
Yep, so I didn't know that.
You do now.
But we've got the engine management light on. It does come on and go off, but as I say, we will be looking into that. We're going to be plugging the old 4Scan Ford laptop computer into it just to check and see what codes it's throwing up. But again, it'll be a sensor somewhere down the line. We've done our full checks on this and it's absolutely fine.
There's a spider.
It's had a new clutch in it, lucky enough, about 10,000 miles ago, and a new dual mass flywheel, all that lot, so that's a good thing to know. So a car around 100,000, you know, that could be something which is a possibility needed. But clutch bite's lovely and low on this, and it's as smooth as anything. Again, these are the sort of things you want to be checking when you're buying a car like this, because they're a lot of work to get them parts done, and I think he said he paid about £900 to have that done. It does got a little bit of tug to it. It's got an K&N type filter on it. That's the only thing, isn't it? He's going to give you the standard airbox though, isn't he? He said he's still got the standard airbox and some part of exhaust or something?
Yeah, it's got a Mongoose back box on it. Stainless steel, so he's got the original as well I can have.
Okay, so that's something. We're going to go back and pick that up. So yeah, it's a lovely old tool. It's smooth as anything, and I say these are going to be a classic, the next retro classic. You know, I've seen cars that I've had in the 80s now worth sort of tens and £20,000 in money sort of thing, and with hindsight it would have been ideal to get one of them cars, put it in a lockup or store it somewhere and keep it for maybe 10 or so years, and then it appreciates. I think the Mondeos are going to be the same sort of last of that sort of cars to do that, and now using a bit of hindsight or experience by using hindsight in the past, that's why we've both got these ST220's now. So while you can pick them up reasonably cheap, there are some people selling them for quite a bit of money out there, good examples, but there will come a time when these will command quite a high amount of money, because they are the top of the range of the Mondeos, being the ST sports model. So yeah, if you fancy a bit of an investment yourself, have a look out. Put one of these in a barn somewhere while they're still cheap. It'll be better than keeping money in the bank, believe me. And also, if you had £1,000 or £1,200, £2,000 sitting in the bank, you can guarantee in 10 years time it won't be worth a lot more. This could double in money easy. Right, well, I'm out here now between two Mondeo ST220's, and we've just had a little look at Gary's one. He's done a video on this anyway, but he had the fault light up, the engine management light with the evap valve or the evap system. It was a P, was it a 443 or something like that? But it pointed to this valve here. Let me quickly show you. Sitting on the back of the engine, just behind this hose there, it's a little purge valve. I think they called it a purge valve there. It's got a couple of hoses connected to it and then the wiring connector. And we cleared the fault, and it hasn't come back up, but we have cleaned the terminals on the electrical connector there, and also just done a visual check on the two hoses below there, and we couldn't find any problems there. But as I say, hopefully it was just maybe a dirty connection, so we'll watch it and see if the fault code does come back, and if not, it might mean changing this valve. So that's what we've been doing on this, and as I say, this is under the bonnet of Gary's one, totally standard apart from this air filter box, which as I say, we're going to be putting the original one back on. He's got to go and pick that up off the person who sold it to him. And so we're just coming over to my one now. What you ordered?
Just getting the price for a service kit.
Right, yeah, because you're going to do a full service on it, engine service and all that. So new plugs, oils, filters. The original filter box will be going back on, as I said. So that's what we're doing to that, pollen filter and all that sort of stuff. But while I've got the laptop out, I thought I'd have a look at mine and just see if we've got any fault codes that are hidden on my one. Right, so let's get inside it. And coming on the dashboard there on these Mondeos, if you just put your finger behind there, you can pull the OBD2 connector out, which is sitting there. There's a bit of cable there, look, an old blinking fuse carrier. I don't know what that's for. So, oh no, that's a light bulb indicator. That might be for a footwell light. So I'll have to look into that, see what that is. I don't know what that is there. Bit of red tape, but yeah, there's the OBD2 connector. So this is my 4-scan interface F Super Mark II. The one I was after was the one with this little switch on the side. I've got to get that, but this is the only one I've got at the moment. So we'll just plug that into here. Right, so that's in there. Let's turn the computer on. Right, so we'll just start off the 4-scan software. Ignition lights on for this, and then you just hit the connect button down the bottom there. So it's just going through now and doing its checks on all the different control modules and diagnostic ports, and it will tell you down there when it's ready. I can see one DTC there, fault code, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. It says this vehicle may contain MS-CAN modules. Does your ELM adapter have the HS or MS switch? My one doesn't, so that's why I said to you I want one with a switch on. So I'm gonna have to put no for that, and I want to save the profile for my vehicle. Yep. Right, so it's now ready. So if we go to DTC's now, we've got a B2390. We click on it. I think this is a different bulbs in it, so it could be that. So let's try and reset that first of all. So no error codes were found, that's fine. Go back to DTC's. Yeah, it's come back up again. Right high intensity discharge lamp. Check the connection between the left HCM pin 3 and the right HCM pin 3. What is the HCM? Headlamp control module. Yeah, so that's it may be because of the bulbs in there. So there's no fault codes on this at all apart from that. It's not registered as an actual problem with energy management or anything like that. So I'm totally happy with that. I will investigate that to find out what it is, but I would imagine it's to do with the non-standard bulbs that it's got in there. Right, okay, that's fine. Happy days. We've got a good one. So while we've got both of them standing next to each other, each one's got a like a K&N type filter, and mine's got a standard airbox. Let's just rev them up next to each other and just see the difference in the sound, if there is any. That's in case some of you might want to put one of these filters on so you can hear what it sounds like. Right, go on in, Gary, start yours up. Right, so let's hear the induction noise on this one. Go on in. Yeah. Right, try mine. Go on in. Go on in. Yeah. So there you go. That's it. See, that's that valve on my one at the back there. You see it sitting there? Look, it's sitting on the actual bracket, but it's not got the rubber thing around like yours, is it? No. Slightly different. That's a slightly different one than my one. So whether your one's non-standard or what, I don't know. My one looks slightly different than yours, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh well, never mind. So that's what it is anyway. That's the purge valve, isn't it, or something?
Yeah.
To do with the evap system. Anyway, there we go. 2 ST220's. Both going to be featuring on the channel, no doubt. And as I say, Scrap It Man's videos over there. There he is. His car's going to be featuring on these channels. So don't forget, have a look at his channel as well. And I'm glad that we've sorted the moosing out now on mine. And that, as you probably know, if you've seen my last video, was changing over the idle air control valve. The other one seems to have, I don't know, my theory on it is that this is probably a little solenoid there, and the spring inside just felt a little bit looser on the older one. So after the years, the spring inside that makes them return might just be a little bit more weaker, causing it to oscillate maybe. The solenoid being an electromagnetic device, it could be causing, it could be losing its magnetism again, because the engine gets obviously hotter than 80 degrees, I would have thought, and magnetism can start to disappear after 80 degrees centigrade. So that's just my theory anyway. I don't know whether I'm right, but that does feel really, really hot actually. So it could be something to do with that. Anyway, that's that. So there you go, lots more to come on these two Mondeos, and I hope you're enjoying these videos. I certainly am enjoying driving it. It's a lovely beast to drive, and it's also very tractable at low speeds as well, as I've said before. Anyway, thanks very much, and if you do like my channel, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button there and ring that little notification bell, and set your preferences to all. That way you get notified every time I upload a video. Check out my Butler's Empire channel as well, because you will find some behind the scenes stuff on this sort of stuff, and also other stuff as well. And if you give that a sub as well, happy days. Thanks very much. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, bye for now.